Hello everybody and welcome to part number 8 of this Journeyman save here with Wolfsburg, our 4th club in the Journeyman. Shall leave a list if you are new around here for the side, for the full playlist of the series, but there are also individual playlists for each club. But boy oh boy, if you missed yesterday's, not 2 days ago episode, because obviously we didn't put one out yesterday due to technical issues. But yeah, if you missed that, do make sure you go back and watch it. It was an immense transfer window. But let us not waste any time. If you are new around here, please do make sure you're leaving big old thumbs up on the episodes, because that does help me massively with YouTube algorithm, helps us grow more, all that sort of good stuff. And also, if you haven't already, please do hit that big old subscribe button and the bell next to it for notifications. But without further ado, let us head on in to today's episode. Alright folks, here we are. Now, like I say, if you haven't already, make sure you go watch the transfer special on the last episode. But boy, were we busy. As you can see, we have had a lot of business go on. We've brought in 105 million from player sales. Obviously, we knew Barco was going. That was before we even got here, and that was agreed. We sold Esparza to Atletico Madrid, 27 million. He was good for us last season, but they hit his release clause, so there's nothing we could do there. Iggy Holborn, a player that we were never going to play, plays in positions that we don't use. So again, good bit of business. They brought him in a couple of years ago, just under 10 mil. We sold him for 20.5. And then Pascal Sauer, just a one that was never going to be good enough. 190 grand for him. Erdogan, again, another one we were never going to use. Same with Manga. Yurikov, obviously one that's come in. He has gone straight out on loan back to Levski for the season. 3 mil comes in, already up to 6 mil in value. I think he'll be a good player long term with development. Yankee Juan obviously gone out on loan. And Sergio Gomez was a big one. He wanted to go after there was an offer in for him, which we rejected. But they bought him a few years ago, 21.5 mil. We've got 45 million from West Ham for him, but we have brought in a massive replacement. And then lastly, Nkunku, who was obviously a bit of a player, part player really for us. On a free, we got 11 last season, 11.5 mil for him, so he wasn't going to feature much. But on the ends, we have been so busy. Brought in basically a whole new squad worth of players. Ilya Zabani comes in, centre back, good squad depth for us. Comes in on a free from Chelsea. So he's a couple of years younger than the lads we had starting. Obviously, Lamine and G we already knew about coming in. Obviously, we know all about him. 65 million, yeah. But that is huge. That's a huge deal. I think he's going to be immense for us. Bradley Fink, a striker who Bayern Munich were looking at. So I was like, you know what, we're going to go get him. And with, obviously, Esparza going, we needed a replacement. So yeah, he comes in. Then the big one, 75 million going up to 85. Gavi. Huge deal for us. But can play anywhere through the midfield positions that we play. Again, he was at Leverkusen for a year. After they signed him on a free. Yeah, it's a huge deal, but I think he's going to be a game changer in that midfield for us. Then Julio Yildiz, a player we also know about, just like NG. Comes in, having been at Huddersfield with us for a couple of years. 45 mil. Good central midfielder. Again, more more depth in that central midfield role and can cover defensive midfield as well for us. Then Lohan Shinkoviaki, I think it is, comes in, a youngster, 18-year-old Brazilian, comes in 12 mil from ATP, already valued up to 45 mil. I think he's going to be a good squad player. Future star. Jonathan Romero, coming in from Liverpool. Again, he's a wonder kid, comes in from, like I say, from Liverpool, 35 mil. Good bit of business. I think he's going to be superb. Yeah, wonder kid. He's going to be huge for us, I think, in the future. Jay, another one for the future. 3.8 million, comes in, already worth up to 50 mil. Again, he's an attacking fullback. So he'll provide cover on that left-hand side. Yurkov we've already looked at. Ilan Alon we already kind of knew about. That was done earlier towards the end of last season. Wolfsburg, coming in from Cagliari. 45 mil. Our new starting right back, Israeli. Already an elite fullback at his age. Insane. Then we have John Gurutzaka. Don't know how you pronounce it, but yeah. Chelsea, 28.5 mil. Again, another wonder kid, striker. Going to be good for that deep line forward role. Back up again to our two starting strikers, which is probably going to be Fink. And then this guy, Danny. He was linked with Leverkusen, I think, when the transfer window opened. We saw it. We went in 45 million from Real San Sebastian. But this kid, look at him. He looks like he's going to be a monster. 18 pace, 18 acceleration, 20 agility. Stamina could do with a bit of work. Yeah. His composure's pretty good. She'll get worked on. Finishing's great. And he's just going to be immense. Again, an explosive striker. Is going to be insane for us. Our replacement for Sergio Gomez is going to be Fraser Doughty. Obviously, another one we know very much about. I think he's just going to be immense on that left wing, on that left side as our wing back. We all know all about him, so don't need to look at him too much. And then Kevin Zaroli from Napoli. Again, another midfielder. We were looking at one more midfielder who can cover defensive midfield. Zaroli came up. After we were looking at Patrick Berg, who was like in his 30s, and Zaroli just made more sense long term. 25, got a good 5-7 years here with us. But yeah, that is that. For the finances, obviously we're 24 million in debt now. We spent this season with 66 million in the red. What have we done in terms of debts and loans? Made it from being, in terms of we were owed money, to like over 200 million in transfer debt now, which is insane, but we had to rebuild massively. And so, yeah, that is how we are going to be doing. But obviously today we have 2 games. We're going to do the Super Cup against Bayern. We're going to skip the Cup first round against a non-league team. And then we'll do the Freiburg game as well. So without further ado, let's jump in, meet the team that is going to go out there today to take on this first match for us against Bayern Munich. We're going with Ng in goal, Candelaria because Doherty picked up an injury, so he's not quite fit. Ampadu, Lacroix, Allen, Zaroli at the base midfield, Yildiz and Gavi as the centre, Farias up at the peak of the attack with Fink and Danny, the new look, starting front two. But let us not waste any time. Let's jump in. I hope we can pull off a nice victory here. They've got Ilham Melier as their goalkeeper. He Who Shall Not Be Named is in their lineup as well. Let's just go like this. I've got faith in you all. Candelaria had offers as well. I thought with a JE being young, having Candelaria there as well would be useful as backup for Dowdy. Just while a JE develops. Ooh, that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to come off extended, go to key. Because obviously we had it on extended for that cup final. But here we are, the start of a new era for Wolfsburg. We just plodded through that end of season, managed to do what we did. But now, can we pull off a massive upset here in the Super Cup? Ravella, Mikelic. Alright, that ends that now. Just shout some encouragement nice and early. Just keep the boys encouraged. And it is a corner though for Bayern Munich. Ravella to score, to cross in. Demir with the header just over. That was a big signing for them this year, Yusuf Demir. Yeah, as you can see, it's a cagey start. Bayern being slightly better as it goes. Just encourage them some more. Come on, boys. We can get something out of this. I believe in you. 2 shots, 0 on target. Oh, 3 now. On target. Here's Alon. Farias. Yildiz. Across to Candelaria. Oh, Candelaria. One of the few players that was here last season in the starting lineup. And yeah, he puts it over the bar. Not the person you would have wanted it to fall to. But hey. Pointing the finger. Simply have to be better in front of goal. Defence. Pointing the finger. Keep going. You've got the ability. And yeah, let's just pray that something comes from this. Because I think we have a very, very strong team here. I do think it's going to be useful. An important season. Oh yeah, I forgot to show the media season preview. I will have a look at that after this match. It's Miketic. And now out to Kimmich. What can Kimmich do here for Bayern Munich? Pulls it back to Ravella. Kimmich. Whipped in. And Yusuf Demir there with the goal. Putting Bayern Munich 1-0 up. Not to be too hardly done by the boys, but yeah. It would have been nice to get one over Munich early in the season. Whipped in. Demir, simple. G didn't even move, so there's no chance he was getting to that. So, it's Kimmich now with a throw-in. Can he do? It's Demir. Ravella. Out to number 9. It's Ravella. Mariba. Out wide to Gilmore. Now Davies. Okay, pulls it back to Mariba. Upamecano. Miketic. Sent out to Kimmich. Kimmich with the ball. Inside to Ravella. Out to number 9. Kimmich. Number 9. Whipped across Davies. Here is Davies. Is he going to get a good ball in? Pulls it back from Mariba. Whipped in. And there it is. Number 9 with the goal for Bayern Munich to make it 2-0. I think we can probably say it's all over. Demand more though after this highlight. Yeah, it was just well worked. Mariba in space, wasn't tracked back enough. Gets the ball across, and there was number 9 for the goal. We shall look to make some changes now. Right, what can we do? Farias has been terrible, so we're going to move Gavi up there. And then we're going to bring on... Who are we going to bring on in midfield? Going to bring Schlager on in midfield and move Zavroli forward. No, let's undo that. We're going to bring Romero on. that Mazzala role. Do that. It's what he's signed for. We'll bring on... Who else can we bring on? Danny has not been great today, so Kurt and Mark can come on there. Other than that, Ampadu's not been great, so we'll bring New Boy on for Ampadu. See how that goes. Just freshen things up a little bit. See what we can do. Demand. Let's encourage. See if we can't at least get a goal out of this. Go attacking for the last 3 minutes. And yeah, we shall seeing this out, and Bayern Munich are going to win the Super Cup. So that is not exactly the start we wanted, but I mean, it's Bayern Munich. Don't need to see them get presented with a trophy. Weren't good enough. Yeah, I'm not telling them they did themselves proud. Yep. Still get like 600 grand for it. There's that. As for, the preview. Take a look. Season preview. Third. 11-1. We were 9-1 at one point. But as you can see, G and Alon are in the Dream 11. Other than that, it's basically just Bayern Munich. It's insane. Yeah, that's that. Anyway, I shall be back for that first league game against Freiburg. So I'll see you in just a moment, folks. All right, folks, here we are. We're back after demolishing Fürstenwalde in the first round of the DFB Pokal. 4-0. Nice, easy win. Fully rotated team, as you can see. Shakira Mar getting a brace, an own goal from Herman, and then Johan Shinkoviaki getting the fourth. Yeah, and then in the next round of that, we have been drawn against today's opponents, Freiburg. Obviously, that's all there is in between. So, without further ado, the team we are sending out there is exactly the same team, other than Doherty is in at left back. Other than that, it's the same team you saw go out there against Bayern Munich. So, we'll see what we can do today. Schlager has had an offer from Inter, wasn't good enough, so we turned around and said, nah, get out of here. Told him that if we get a £30 million offer, then yeah, he can go, but which he's happy with. So, anyway, let us not waste any time. We are in our away kit again, by the looks of it, in that blue kit. Just encourage the boys. Freiburg, or Freiburg, however you want to pronounce it. This is a game we should be winning. It should be a comfortable win, really, with the team we have now. Doherty, Gavi, looking for Fink, but it's cut out. And now it's with Friedel for them coming forward. I mean, our one issue is we're going to have like lack of team cohesion for probably a good 4 or 5 weeks, I think. So it could be a cagey start to the season. As a Chappy Agu. Doherty nicks the ball though. Here's the Rolly. Gavi. Superb ball over. Danny's through with his pace. And he shoots, but the keeper there knocks it out for the corner. So what can we do? It's Gavi with the corner. Whipped in. LaCroix's there. Headed clear though. Danny's going to be the one to get there. I mean, he should outpace most players. Alan, and then nothing comes from the rest of that highlight. But I'm pretty sure that we can push forward and get this team working well. Won't bother with the pass into space, I'll take that off. Attacking width. We'll move to that. Just to give a little bit of width as well. Just wide there by Friedel, I think it was. For them, with the header. I mean, we're not playing brilliantly. Okay, here's Gavi, whipped in, headed clear. Soroli's going to pick the ball up. And he's going to play it to LaCroix. Not the man you want it. Yildiz. Into Farias. Alon. Yildiz, LaCroix. Not the man you really want it here. Yildiz. Soroli. Patient build-up, which is what I like. Here is Yildiz. Alan now. Looking for the overlap on this right-hand side. Inside to Yildiz. Alan, first time. Just think with the header just over the bar. That could have been his first goal for us. But as things stand. Not happy. Go out there, boys. Come on. Have a look at the tactics. Fraser Doughty's tiring. I mean, he's not fully fit. I mean, he played that cup game to get some fitness into him, but yeah, I mean, it's going to take a few games for him, I think, to get some fitness. Encourage Yildiz out to Alan. What can Alan do here? Cuts it back to Yildiz. Whipped across. It's missed by the keeper, I think. Doughty. We know what he can do. Whipped in. Yildiz. Ooh, the two former Huddersfield players. I mean, yeah, Yildiz was only on loan at Huddersfield, but they both know me so well. What can we do? Here it is. It's LaCroix. Can we make the breakthrough now? Yildiz. Spots the run of Gary. Gary's in behind here. Gary, good save there by the keeper for Freiburg. Castro now. Now, going to look to make some changes shortly. Right, here's Agu for them. Thrown in. Doughty picks it up. Goofed upfield. Danny now with the ball. Coming across to this near side. What's he going to do? Can he get a good ball in? He does. It's for Fink. Fink just over the bar. I think we're going to make some changes. So we're going to bring... So we're going to do this change again, where we move that around and bring on Schlager. We're going to take Danny off and we're going to bring Shakir Omar on. And then Doughty or no, Doughty can keep playing, actually. We'll leave him on for a bit longer. I don't particularly want to put Bergman out there. Let's go attacking. So I know we should be doing better than this. Instructions. Or director, higher tempo. Play for set pieces. Yeah. Bradley Fink has picked up a knock, so he's going to come off. Don't want to risk. Zagoratska's going to get his league debut. So, here we go. That is our final change. Oh no, we can make more changes, actually. I think I remember that being a thing here in Germany. Yildiz is injured. Oh, pause. Tactics. Yildiz. For Romero. Oh, we can't now. Damn it. I messed up there, boys. So let's move Zaroli to there. Gary back to there. We're actually going to move Schlager up as well. Keep them in the roles they're in. But, you know. Go as is. That's my mistake. Good save by NG. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we could have substituted him. But I messed up. Dream. A lot of changes happening for our players. Headed clear by LaCroix. Come on. I mean, a draw, better than a defeat, but it's a game we should have won. This has been poor. And you look at it, we've dominated the game. Been crazy. Not been our best, but we're not good enough today at all. Yeah, I think we might be getting that youngster in the attacking midfield role. Or maybe even putting Gavi there. And seeing what happens. Yildiz, he's out for 4 months. Let's send him to the specialist. Fink's out for 8 days. Alan plays well. And then G reveals a Fury. But yeah, that is that. What we should do is we'll get a good chunk done. We'll probably come back. Leverkusen-ish, Union Berlin. In fact, no, Union Berlin and Leipzig, I think we'll do next. Again, we won't worry about the second round of the cup. But yeah, so we'll get that nice chunk done. Get us through. So Union Berlin and Red Bull Leipzig will be tomorrow's episode. Anyway, folks, again, hope you've enjoyed that, and I shall see you all on the flip side. Bye-bye.